Speaker, more and more Canadians are understanding that the Prime Minister's carbon tax will not make a significant difference to global emissions. But what it will do is increase the cost of living, making everything more expensive, especially the cost to fuel their cars. Now, I think even the Prime Minister understands this because he's going to great lengths to hide the information from Canadians. He still, after weeks and months, refuses to tell Canadians the true cost of his carbon tax. Will the Prime Minister finally do the right thing today and end the carbon tax cover-up and tell Canadians how much it will cost them?
The Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I look forward to answering that question and subsequent questions, but I do want to take a moment right now to directly and personally thank the Leader of the Opposition, indeed all Opposition MPs, and indeed all Canadians for standing together in this moment of difficulties in our relationship with the United States. How we will continue to work together beyond partisan differences on standing up for Canadian workers, on standing up for Canadian interests is something beyond partisanship, and I thank the member opposite and all members in this House and across Canada for their solidarity on this issue.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Mr. Speaker, I thank the Prime Minister for his sentiments, and I can commit to him that Conservatives will always support efforts to keep markets open, keep borders open, and protect Canadian jobs and their things that we can't control. As the Government of Canada knows, it can't control all the external factors, but what it can control is how it manages Canada's economy. Now, more and more people in Canada are rejecting the idea of a carbon tax, knowing that it will devastate jobs and opportunities here in Canada. Ontario has now joined the group of provinces that oppose a carbon tax. The Prime Minister's coalition for his carbon tax is unraveling. Will he finally come clean with how much the cost will be for Canadian families?
Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, after 10 years of the Harper Conservatives not doing anything on the environment, Conservatives show that they still don't get it. While our plan to put a price on carbon pollution will reduce emissions and drive innovation at the same time, the Conservatives double down on the failed Stephen Harper approach. In 2015, Canadians told Conservatives that the Harper approach was wrong, but now it's obvious that, as usual, Conservatives haven't been listening. We will continue to invest in clean growth to ensure a prosperous future for all our kids right across the country.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition. Order.
Liberals aren't listening. Liberals aren't listening to the fact that the people of Ontario rejected Kathleen Wynne's approach that damaged the economy and did nothing to reduce emissions. Now, this Prime Minister is following the exact same playbook that Ontario has rejected. Saskatchewan opposes the carbon tax, and soon Alberta will join the fight against the carbon tax. If the Prime Minister is so sure that Canadians will support his carbon tax, why can't he just tell them how much it will cost?
Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, to follow on the same thinking as the member opposite, let me highlight that Canadians rejected 2.5 years ago the Stephen Harper approach on the economy and the environment. Not only for 10 years did they do nothing to protect the environment, but they also didn't have much in the way of economic growth to show for it. So on top of demonstrating that we understand that the environment and the economy go together, we have created economic growth in our country, the best in the G7 last year, 600,000 new jobs, the lowest unemployment rate in a generation. These are the choices that we've made for Canadians.